A lot of these schools hire the wrong people, meaning they don't hire teachers that care about the children and the education that these children are going to receive. But I'm not going to say all teachers, I'm just going to say some teachers. But they don't weed out the bad ones. So you get the bad ones mixed in with the good ones. You have some of these teachers that don't even care about children, period. Couldn't even give two hoots, but they're there only because of a paycheck. They're there only because, oh, I applied to be a teacher and I got in, now I'm a teacher, I get a paycheck. A lot of these teachers are stupid. They don't even have common sense. They don't even come with common sense. They're like robots. They follow a particular curriculum, and that's what they go by. They have no creativity as a teacher. They don't know how to get students involved and enthusiastic about learning certain things. The teachers themselves, like I said, are like robots, are like human robots just walking around, just being there. They shouldn't even be teachers. They haven't the slightest clue what being a teacher is about. To me, being a teacher is about caring, being concerned that your student is learning and are on the right path, being compassionate. So take, for instance, slow learning disability. A child that they say has a slow learning disability. A lot of times the child don't have a slow learning disability. The child is not going to learn that particular subject the way you're trying to teach it. If you take that child and teach that child that same math in a different way, that child could pick it up. And not only that, if you consistently teach that child repetition and keep repeating over and over and over again, that child will learn. But I realize in this country that these teachers follow a certain curriculum and a certain pace. And so they'll stay on one subject maybe for a week, a certain particular type of math, maybe let's just say for a week. Then they go on to teach another type of math for a week, and then the next week another type of math, and then the next week another type of math. At the end of the month, you're giving a test on these 4 different types of math to these students, and they didn't even catch the first week or understood the first week. But then you have to keep moving on because you have to follow a curriculum. And these students are not learning. So it's as if these teachers don't care. So when this student is not learning, now they're saying they have a slow learning disability, which is so far from the truth. The idea that they have is, okay, let's teach this. And it's similar to you going inside of a bathroom, wetting some tissue, throwing it in the roof of that bathroom stall. Some stick and some won't stick. And I find that this is the way that the teachers teach. Well, I'll just throw up a wet clot of bathroom tissue in the ceiling. Some will stick, some won't stick. The one that don't stick, well, what can I tell you? I have to keep moving. And so the way that they're teaching these subjects in these schools are totally, totally beyond me. And I said they're totally ridiculous. And like I was talking about before, these teachers don't care. They don't give a shit. Some of them care and some of them don't. The majority of them don't care. They're there only for a paycheck. And so if you're not involved in your children's learning and to help your children succeed in school, when they run across teachers like these that are not concerned about whether they're learning or not, and they're just following a curriculum and just grading, and that's it. They couldn't care less. They know what the student understands from what they don't understand, because they can look at the work and see. They can look at the work and see where that student is falling behind. But do you think they'll lift a finger to try to help? No, they won't. Like I said, it's an institution. And they go there for a paycheck. And they know that child will move on to another institution and to another institution. And they don't care whether that child learns or not. Like, share, comment, follow my blog. Let me know what you think.